Hello again guys, today I'm going to show you my process of making a 3-ply squirrel rawhide bowstring. When it comes to the bowstring, especially in a survival situation, you're going to use whatever's to hand. If it's paracord, bank line, nylon cord or just strips of fabric. All these materials would work, some better than others, but they're not going to be anywhere near as strong or as efficient as a traditionally made bowstring. I think the string's the hardest part to create in bow making, especially when you've only got natural materials to work with. In some situations you might not have any suitable cordage, so I'm going to show you my process of making a bowstring from natural materials. Okay guys, I only found out yesterday that YouTube's removing its editing service, and any channel that's got footage on it that's not posted by tomorrow is going to be lost. I've put quite a lot of work into this video, so I really didn't want to lose it. Originally I wanted to start the video by showing how to trap squirrels, skin them with a hide intact, dehairing the hides and how to dry them out. I do have other videos that show this process. The only part that I haven't is how to dehair the hides. It's a really easy process. You just put the hide in warm water for 2 to 3 hours and it releases the hair follicles and the hair easily pulls out. I'll put a few links below to all the videos that show this process, but I do apologise for them not being added to this video. Other than that, I hope you enjoy the rest of my video and find it informative. Thanks guys. I think you can use the raw hides off most critters to make a bowstring, but I found that the squirrel hides work really well and make a very strong string. Like I said, I'm making a 3-ply string, which is just 3 strips of rawhide twisted together and served with a loop top and bottom. And a bowstring made in this way should be able to withstand up to about 100-pound draw weight bow. Now the trick to get a long enough strip out of each hide, especially when using hides as small as squirrels, is to trim off the edges. Just utilise as much good material as you can. Then I cut a 1/4 inch thick strip, which is about 7mm, in a spiral shape all the way around to the middle. You don't have to be real neat with it. It cuts easy enough with a sharp knife, but I use the little scissors from my medic kit to cut mine. They're a bit more precise. Each one of these strips now are about 8 foot long, and they'll stretch out even longer during the next process. Right, my rawhide strips have been soaking for a few hours. And all I'm doing now is pre-stretching each one by hand. I'll bring you back when I'm done. It will take a good 3-4 hours for the bowstring to dry, but I'm going to leave it stretched out for about an hour and then we'll get it twisted up nice and tight. The string's bone dry now. I've re-soaked the tips of the string for about 30 minutes just to soften them up. And then when we make a loop, the ends will just twist into the string. When it comes to serving the loop, you can use anything to bind them up. Inner strands of paracord, thin strips of fabric, jute twine or something more natural like nettle or bramble fibres. The options are endless. Now I'm serving the loop with Sinew. I'm starting at the base. I'm going to go all the way around the loop and about 4 or 5 inches down the string. When you're making a bowstring for a longbow, the average guideline is to have a string that's about 3 inches shorter than the bow itself. My bow's 63 inches long, nock to nock, so I want my bowstring at 60 inches. Now we're going to fold the string in half, find the centre, and we're going to serve approximately 3 inches down each side, 6 inches in total. This is where the arrow is going to knock in, and it will just protect the string from wear and tear. Now this part's optional. I'm going to coat my string in beeswax. You could just use a regular wax candle, but all this is going to do is make the string water resistant. If you're hunting in the rain and the string gets soaked, it could potentially snap. So all I'm doing is just running the beeswax along the string and giving it a good coating. Okay guys, thanks for watching my video. Within the next week I'll be posting a video on how I make my survival bows and arrows, combining it with this bowstring and hopefully harvesting a few critters with it. Check it out if you're interested. Thanks again, take care, and I'll see you next time.